name is Danie, and I'm with Renew Active from United Healthcare. I am a certified nutrition coach, a certified personal trainer, and a group exercise instructor, and I'm here today to welcome you to Everyday Movement. This class will be about 30 minutes in length. For today's class, you'll need a sturdy chair, a water bottle to drink from, and a few additional water bottles to use as hand weights throughout the exercise class. You can place these items underneath your chair or on a table that's off to the side to ensure that there are no tripping hazards. Please take this time now to look around to make sure there are no more obstacles in your space. We want to maintain a safe environment throughout this class and avoid injury. An important thing to remember during this class is to do what makes you feel good. If anything causes you pain or discomfort, please stop doing those immediately. I will be providing modifications throughout the class, so if those are more manageable, please do those. Another important thing is to have fun during this class. I hope you do have fun, and let's get started. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with that warm-up. Again, please make sure that the water bottle you'll be drinking from and the water bottles you'll be using as weights are either under your chair or on a table off to the side. That way they're out of your way for a safe workout environment. Please join me at the front of this chair. We're gonna get those feet about hip distance apart, set up with a nice stable base of support for this warm-up. We want to make sure that those shoulders are up, down, and away from the ears, the chest is lifted, the belly is braced. We're going to begin with a nice march. In 3, 2, we're just going to pick up those knees, moving those arms. Just getting that blood flowing, body warm, ready for the activities we're getting ready to do. We're going to add a little bit more arm motion here with an inhale up. In 3, in 2, we inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and out. 2 more here. Fill the lungs and blow the air out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Drop the arms to the side. We're going to open that chest here. So arms are going to come in front and we're going to open wide. And then close it. Let those palms together. Open and close. Do it again. Open and close it. Open and close. We have 4 more. When you open, squeeze those shoulder blades together and close. Open and close. 2 more. Open and close. Last one here. Open and close. Now, go ahead and bring those arms out, palms facing the opposite sides of the room. We're just going to circle the arms. They can be big, they can be small, they can be fast, they can be slow, but we're just warming it all up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now other way, so we reverse it. So if you were going behind, you're gonna go in front. If we're in front, you're gonna go behind. Feeling those shoulders, wake up. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and arms come down to the side. Give them a little wiggle. We're gonna roll the shoulders out now. So starting with the right arm and then the left, we'll roll it back behind us. In 3, in 2, we roll it back and back. It can be a small motion, it can be a big motion, whatever feels good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, give it another little wiggle. We're gonna switch directions. So now right arm, then left arm will roll to the front. In 3, in 2, here we go, it's to the front. Belly still braced. Breathe in through. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice, arms come to the side. Still keeping that core tight, legs are still marching, getting that heart rate up. Palms come down to the ground. We're gonna face the palms towards me, fingers to the ground, warming up those biceps. In 3, 2, we curl it up and down. Lift. We're breathing through. We have 8 more. It's 8. Your palms can be open or closed. Up to you. Final 4. It's 4, 3, 2. Last one, arms come down to the ground. Give them a little shake. We're gonna warm up those triceps now. So that right arm is gonna lift up over your head and you're just gonna pat yourself on the back. Here we go. Down and up, down, up. 4 more this side here. 4, 3, elbow stays towards me. 2, on this last one, you're gonna hold it down. Take that left arm and just give it a little push behind. If it feels comfortable, again, only do what feels good. Nothing that causes you pain here. 4, 3, 2, drop that right arm down, give it a little shake. Now it's that left arm that comes up over the head. And we still pat ourselves on the back. We go down, up. Nice straight back. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. On the last one, you hold it down. Right hand pushes the left arm just a smidge to get a deeper stretch in that tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That arm comes down. We give the arms a little bit of a shake, and we're gonna get into that lower body. We're gonna start with a toe tap, right foot, and then left. In 3, 2, we tap the toe and the toe. We have 8 more. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're gonna move into a heel tap, toes lift. Here we go. It's heels, then heel, heel. Good. Those knees are bending ever so slightly. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Moving into a knee lift. Here we go. We pick the knee up and up. You can tap the knee with the opposite hand. 8 more now. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to marching. We're gonna find our way to the back of the chair. That way we're not gonna kick the chair. And we're gonna move into a hamstring curl. So warming up the back of the leg. So you can hold onto the chair for support if you wish, or those arms can be out in front. We're gonna bring that right leg up towards the right glute, and then switch sides. In 3, 2, we curl it up and up. Again, those arms are doing what feels good. 8 more here. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just march it. We're gonna come to the left side of that chair, work that right leg. So we're gonna plant that left leg. We're gonna pick the right leg up and open it to the side, opening that hip flexor. So that left hand is on the chair. Right knee lifts in 3, 2, and pick it up and open, in and down, lift. 3. This is number 4. We'll have 4 more. It's 4. And 3, 2. Last one here. And drop. Very nice. Go ahead and just give yourself a little march in place. That left leg might have felt a little bit tense as it was stabilizing you. Now we're going to switch to the other side of the chair and work that left leg. So right leg is bent, left knee is coming up. In 3, 2, we lift it up and open, in and down, up, open, and down. This is 3. Continue to breathe. Keep that belly braced. We have 2 more. And last one here is up, open, in, and down. Very nice. March it out real quick. And we are going to warm up that spine just a little bit now that our upper body and lower body are warm. So we are going to twist that right hand to the left side and alternate sides. So it looks like this. We just twist and twist, twist. Join me when you're ready. Twist. Keeping that belly braced. That arm could be punching to the side. You can always just put your hands on your shoulders. Just warming it up. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more each side. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to marching. One more big inhale up. Here we go. We inhale. And out. And let those feet come quiet. Very nice. Go ahead and grab yourself a quick drink of water and join me back at the chair for the beginning of this workout. Awesome. Now that we're all warmed up and grabbed a quick drink of water, we're going to get into everyday movement. Just a brief overview of how this workout is going to work. We're going to have 3 sections. We're going to have a squat section, an upper body section, and a core section. Now, all of these are going to have a common theme of things that we do in our everyday life, hence everyday movement. I'm going to show proper technique, talk about potential pitfalls of improper technique, as well as demonstrating and utilizing specific movements that we use every day. So we're going to get started with that squat series. Now, for me and my space, I'm going to move my chair off to the side. Now, if you have a good space where you can step forward in front of the chair enough or step further back away and the chair won't be in your way, please utilize that now. However, again, I'm going to move my chair off to the side. Once I move my chair off to the side, I'm going to grab myself 1 water bottle that I'm going to use as a weight. So pick whichever water bottle looks great to you, and we're going to sit it down in front of us. Okay, so placing it down on the ground. We're going to pretend like that's something that we're going to pick up off of the ground and put away. So this first squat series, there's going to be 1 move, and then we're going to do the second move, and each move builds to make a combination. So we'll do the first move, we'll do the second move, and then we'll combine them together. The first move is a proper squat technique to picking something up. You always hear, use your legs and not your back. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So, to set up that perfect squat technique, we're going to stand with our feet about hip distance apart. I use the word about because maybe you feel a little bit more stable with those feet a little bit closer together, or maybe you feel a little bit more stable with those feet further apart. You got to make sure you get a nice stable base of support so you don't feel unbalanced. So, feet right underneath our hips, or a little bit wider or a little bit narrower. We're going to stand tall, shoulders over the hips, hips in line with the ankles. You can have your hands clasped at your chest or reaching down towards the ground. Since we will be picking something up, it might be more beneficial to have your hands towards the ground. We're going to stand tall, brace that belly. We're going to squat down by sticking those hips back first. Imagine there is a chair behind you and you want your glutes just to barely tap the chair. You don't want to sit in the chair, but you want it to tap the chair. So we squat down, keep that chest lifted. You'll pick up the item and you'll stand tall and curl it toward your chest. So we have a little bit of bicep action going on too. Next, we're going to release the weight down, squat down, and stand back tall. So that's the move. Real quick to show you the squat from this side so you can see my side profile. My feet, again, are about hip distance apart. My hands are pointing down to the ground. You see my shoulders are in line with my hips and my hips in line with my ankles. I'm going to initiate the move by sticking my hips back ever so slightly and sit back. So you go as low as feels comfortable. The weight is in your heels, and you notice my knee is in line with my ankle. I'm not leaning forward and putting pressure on my knee or on my toes. We're going to stand and squeeze. A big reason to make sure that those knees are back and in line with your ankles is so you can prevent a knee injury. A lot of the times we lean forward too much and we put pressure on that knee, and then we stand up and we feel that knee pain. So we want to avoid that, so make sure your weight is back. If you feel a little bit unbalanced and it makes a little bit more sense to you to have your chair behind you so that you can tap your booty on it, that's totally fine. But just make sure you don't sit, because you want to make sure you're working the glutes and the legs like we do in everyday life. So we're going to start with that move. Feet are about hip distance apart. The way our reps are going to work is when we squat down and pick the weight up, that's 1. When we release the weight down and put it back on the ground, that's 2. So we'll do 5 of each type of move, and then we'll move on to move number 2. So again, setting ourselves up, the weight is right in front of us, like it's something we're gonna pick up and put away. Shoulders are over those hips, shoulders are also back and down, chest is lifted. We keep the chest up and proud. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. Squat down, pick up your water bottle, curl, release the curl, and drop it back down. That's 1. Down, lift, down. That's number 4. Here's 5. So we're halfway. Make sure you squat, squeeze, squat down, lift, down. We have 2 more. Drop, curl, drop, and stand tall. Very nice. Go ahead and shake those legs out. You will feel it in the glutes and the quads, which is perfect. That's exactly where we want to feel it. Moving on, we're going to add on to that move. So feet are in the same position that they were before, shoulders over hips. From here, I want us to bend down or squat down with that proper technique that we just did. We squat, lift, curl, and hold the weight here. Move 2, we're gonna act like we're gonna take whatever we picked up and put it up on a shelf. So we're going to press the weight up over the head and come up on the tippy toes. Drop the heels down and bring the weight back to the chest. From the side, feet are hip distance apart, shoulders are over those hips, belly is braced. We press the weight up towards the imaginary shelf and bring it back down. As you noticed, I push the weight up and away from me rather than up and over my head. We want to make sure that we protect our bodies and we have more push up and away from us than we do up and over our head. Also, we want to make sure we don't drop anything on our head, as that can be severely dangerous. So let's keep those hips, or those feet about hip distance apart. Weight is at our chest. We're going to do 10 overhead press heel lifts in 3, 2, and 1. So let's press up and over, lifting the heels, and drop down. Let's go again. Up and down. Lift and lower. We lift and lower. Up, down. This is number 6. 7. Make sure you're breathing, core stays tight. Last one here. And drop down. Very good, release it down. Now with proper squat technique, squat down, place it on the ground, and stand up tall. Very nice, shake the legs out. So you saw the 2 moves before they were combined. So now we're gonna combine the squat curl with the overhead press heel lift. So real quick to show you. Again, feet hip distance apart, belly is braced, tailbone is tucked. Keeping the chest lifted, we squat down, we pick it up, we curl, we press up, drop it down, release it down, and stand tall. So that's 1. We're gonna do a total of 10. So, setting ourselves up, shoulders over those hips, belly is braced. You do a squat overhead press with heel lift in 3, 2, and 1. We squat down, we curl, we press, we drop it, uncurl it, place it down, and stand. That's 1. Let's go again. Squat, curl, lift, drop, release, squat down. 2, we have 8 more. Keeping everything nice and strong. And breathing. This is 4. Very nice. We're gonna be halfway. Always pressing that weight out in front of us, not over our head. You've got it. This is number 7. Feeling those legs, those shoulders, those arms. Number 8. Number 9. Press and release. Stand tall. Last one. Curl, press, down, release, and stand tall. Very nice. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms, roll the shoulders forward, roll them back. Now, with the proper squat technique, we're gonna bend down, pick up the weight, and move it off to the side. And we're gonna move into our little stretch. So we're gonna stretch the back of the legs and the upper body. So, feet about hip distance apart. We're going to do a forward fold sweep with the arms. So, we're gonna lean forward ever so slightly, arms out in front. We're gonna sweep the arms up and around. We'll do 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So, let's start sweeping to the left. So, from the side, real quick, we're just leaning forward, keeping the belly braced back flat. We sweep around and around. So again, stretching out the back of the legs, the core, and the shoulders, all things that we worked during that move. So 5 to the left and 5 to the right. We go in 3, belly's braced, 2, forward, fold arms down, sweep, left, 1, 2, nice and slow, 3, 4, 5. I let those arms drop for a second, roll the shoulders out. We're gonna go to the right in just a moment. I just don't want us to get dizzy. Belly's braced, lean forward, going to the right in 3, 2, and 1. We sweep to the right. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let those arms come down. Give yourself a brief moment. Roll those shoulders out. Very good. So squat series is done. Next, we're gonna go through an upper body series that teaches us how to push something away from us and pull something back in a proper technique. So I'm gonna move my chair back to center. I want you to go ahead and grab both water bottles and find a nice comfortable seat in your chair. Setting up proper seating technique here. We want to be on the edge of that seat. Belly is braced. Shoulders are over the hips. Knees are in line with the hips and knees are in line with the ankles. Sitting up tall, back is not pressed against the chair as we want to make sure that we're working our postural muscles and our core, which are things that we use in everyday use. The first move that we're going to do is a seated press. So we're going to act like we're pushing something away from us. You can do this with or without the weight. It's up to you. I will demonstrate it without the weight first and then with the weight. So without the weight, we're gonna have those hands nice and flat in a forward folded goalpost position. So imagine your arms were up in goalpost and then they just fell over. From there, we're gonna push our arms forward. And as we push forward, we want to squeeze the chest muscles here. So sitting up tall, we'll push, and then arms will come back to the neutral position. So if you're not holding the weights, your palms can be open and you can press and release, or they can be closed, however works best for you. Excuse me, if you are going to utilize the weights, go and pick them up now. Place them on your thighs to get started. We're gonna sit up tall, shoulders are over the hips, belly is braced. The same hand position is gonna work with the weights. So forward folded goalpost, you're gonna push forward and pull back. So we're gonna do 10 total. Sitting up nice and tall, belly is braced. Remember, if you want those water bottles, pick them up, put them in your hands. If you don't, that's totally fine. We have 10 seated presses in 3, 2, arms are in position, and here we go, we press. Forward, squeeze the chest, and back. Forward, back. This is 3. Make sure you're breathing. 4, 5, 6. Very good. If the weights become too much with those shoulders, you can always drop them. This is 8, 9, last one, 10, pull it back, set the weights on your thighs or you can put them on the ground. Now the next move we're going to do, instead of a push, we're going to do a pull. So we have those weights out in front of us. Remember, we're building onto a combination. From there, we open the chest like we're throwing open the doors. We're gonna squeeze the back, open the chest, and then bring it back forward. So we're gonna do 10 pulls, and then we'll combine it with the press and the pull together. So remember, if you want to use the weights, you can. If you would rather not, that's fine too. If you are utilizing the weights, go ahead and pick them up. And it's always good to have the weights resting on the leg before we get into the move. So my form is still the same, my chest is lifted, my belly is braced, my back is flat, arms are gonna come out in front of us. Now, with this particular move, since we are holding our arms out in front, if the weights do become a little much and you feel your arms are starting to drop, or you feel your shoulder coming up towards your ear, go ahead, take a moment, place the weights down on the ground, and then join me back in the move. It's always better to drop a weight or to drop an item in your hand rather than have improper technique and injure yourself. Okay, so no tension in the neck, no tension in the shoulders, everything is nice and relaxed. If you do need to drop the weight, please do so. So, starting with those arms out in front, we're gonna pull open in 3, 2, and 1. So we open and close. Now with this move, the arms go no higher than the shoulders. 3, palms are still facing the ground. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, very nice. 9, and 10. Really come to the front, release it down, and you can place the weights back on the ground. Now, we're gonna combine the push-pull motion. So, give yourself a little shoulder roll to the back or shoulder roll to the front. Open and close the chest a little bit. So, the combined move, we're gonna have those arms in that nice falling down goalpost position. We're gonna press forward, pull open, come back to center, and pull back. So that's 1. We'll do it 10 times total. You'll feel the chest and you'll feel the back. Those are all muscles that we work throughout the day, whether or not we're helping ourselves get up off the ground, or whether or not we're pushing or pulling a door open like we would in a supermarket or any other location. So let's be sure that we're working the appropriate muscles for those particular moves in our everyday life. So go ahead and pick up those weights when you're ready. If you wish to have the weights, remember at any point in time you can drop the weights, or you can start with the weights and finish with the weights, or start without the weights and finish without the weights. However works best for you, make sure you do what makes you feel comfortable. So arms in that nice folded down goalpost position, wrists in line with elbows, elbows in line with shoulders. We press in 3, 2, and 1. So we press forward, we open, we close, and bring it back. That's 1. We press, open, in, and close. Press, open, close, bring it in, press, squeeze the back, open the chest, in, and back. This will be number 5. Make sure you're breathing. 6. Remember, if those shoulders start to get a little tired, you can drop the weights. 7. We have 3 more. This will be 8. 9. And last one here, we press. We open, we close, bring it in, and drop the weights down. Very good. Go ahead and place the weights onto the ground, and we're gonna move into our upper body stretch. So in everyday life, if you're doing something that makes that upper body feel a little tight, a little tense, this is a great motion to stretch this out. So sitting up tall, we're going to open those arms. We're gonna sweep forward, letting the left hand come on top of the right, and open. We're gonna fold forward and repeat with the opposite hand on top. So we're gonna do a total of 16 with 8 of each hand on top. So starting out with that left hand crossing over the right, open the chest in 3, 2, we forward and open, forward, open. So when we come forward, we round the back, open. Make sure you're breathing. 7, relax that head. We have 8 more here. It's 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Arms come down, roll the shoulders out. Very nice. So now we have our core series. So things that we do all the time is we rotate ourselves to get out of bed, we rotate ourselves to get out of our car. We do a lot of rotation with our core. So it's always important to practice that motion, make sure the spine is nice and limber and loose and ready for that, and make sure that the core is strong enough to stabilize us in these everyday movements. So we're gonna utilize one weight for one of the moves and no weight for the second. So what we're going to do is we are going to practice reaching down and imagine we're picking something up. And then the second one, we're going to act like we're holding something and rotating. These 2 moves will not be in combination with each other. So first move, weights are out of the way. We're going to act like we're a little teapot. We're gonna place the left fingertips behind the left ears. That right arm is gonna come down to the ground. Feet are planted firmly on the ground. We're going to reach down like we're picking something up and sit up tall and switch sides. So we're gonna reach with the left hand, right fingertips behind the ears, and sit up tall. We're gonna do a total of 20, 10 on each side. So that core is braced, we're working these obliques. We're gonna start in 3, 2, left fingertips behind the left ears, reach right hand down, here we go. We reach, lift and switch. Reach, lift, reach. So keeping those shoulders over the hips. Hips stay in line with the knees. We're halfway, we have 10 more to go. We go 10, 9, those eyes can follow the hand. 6 here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And sitting up tall. Arms come down to the sides, roll the shoulders out. Very nice. Moving on to move number 2. We're going to pick up a weight. We're going to act like we're rotating to put something away. So we'll rotate to the side, to the right side, and when we do, we're gonna pick the leg up and rotate it with us. So arms will be out in front, we're gonna rotate, move the hip to the side, twist the body, and come back to center. Same thing with the left leg will come out as you twist to the left and come back to center. This can be done without the weight, or you can always drop the weight whenever it starts to, if it ever starts to feel rough in those shoulders. We're gonna do 20 total, 10 twisting to each side. So we'll be alternating. So it'll be 10 to the right, 10 to the left in an alternate fashion. So shoulders down, away from the ears. If you so choose to have that weight, it's pushed out in front of us. Shoulders are relaxed down. We start with the right leg opening to the right and twisting to the right in 3, 2, and 1. We twist and come back to center. Twist. Make sure you're breathing. The foot that's facing forward stays in that same position. Those eyes are following the weight or the arms. We have 10 more. We go 10, 9, 8, 7. Breathing. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Place the weight down and underneath your chair. Sitting tall. We're going to do a little spinal release. So we're going to twist our bodies to the right, letting that left hand come to the right side of the leg. Maybe that right hand finds the chair and we just twist looking behind us. Keep the chest lifted, feet facing forward, stretching that back out, stretching the core out. And come back to center. We're gonna do the same thing. Left hand finds the back of the chair. If you so wish, that right hand finds the outside of the left leg. Or just twisting. This is always a good stretch whenever that back starts to feel tight. That core starts to feel tight. And we're gonna go ahead and come back to center. Amazing job. So I want you to go ahead and grab a quick drink of water and meet me back here at the chair for our cool down. Amazing job in today's workout. You should feel so proud of yourself, and I'm so proud of you. Let's go ahead and cool this down. We're gonna find a nice seat on the chair. Shoulders are gonna be over those hips. Hips in line with the knees, knees in line with the ankles. Relaxing those arms down. Let's inhale up. And exhale out. Let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale up. Holding here. From here, I want you to drop your left arm down towards the ground. Reach the right arm up and over. Just a nice little side body stretch. Making sure both of the glutes are still firmly on the chair. Go ahead and bring that left arm up to meet the right and drop the right arm down. Again, both glutes firmly on the chair. And bring that right arm up to meet the left. From here, let's forward fold down. Maybe your hands find the thighs. Maybe they drop down to the ankles, or maybe your hands find the ground. Just stretching out that low back. Relaxing the head. Looking down towards the ground. You don't need to look at me right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm just stretching with you. Now I want those fingertips to slowly bring your way up the legs, letting your spine uncurl one vertebrae at a time, and the head is the last thing that comes up. Let's stretch that right leg. So right leg extends out. Keep that left leg nice and bent. We want to reach forward, grabbing for the toes, the ankle, or the knee, whatever works, but stretching that hamstring out. The back stays flat. And breathing through the stretch. Go ahead and take that right leg. We're gonna bring it up and over the left in a nice figure 4 position. Sitting tall, maybe leaning forward slightly. Stretching that glute and that hip flexor. And just breathing. Let's go ahead and place that right leg down firmly on the ground. Let's switch sides. Now your left leg is going to extend. You're going to reach down, grabbing toe, ankle, or knee, wherever you can reach. And one side might feel a little bit more flexible than the other, and that's totally normal. Keeping those shoulder blades relaxed, down away from the ears, back flat. Go ahead and release this stretch. We're gonna bring that left leg up and over the right knee. Maybe leaning forward slightly, but keeping the back nice and flat. Feeling the hip flexor, feeling the glute. And go ahead and place this right leg down. Now I want us to open those legs a little bit. A nice sumo position, hands find the thighs. You're gonna bring your right shoulder towards your left knee, stretching out the shoulder and the back, and pushing out on those hips to stretch a little more. And switch sides. Just rotating through the spine. 2 more each side. Left shoulder to the right. And switch. 1 more each side. Switch. And sit up tall. Let's go ahead and bring those legs in, nice and slow. One final time with me, give me a big inhale up. Connect your palms to the top. Bring the hands down to your heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you had fun and you feel stronger. And remember, my name is Danie, and I look forward to seeing you next time.